Hello, everybody, and welcome to Libsyn's booth at Podcast Movement Virtual 2020. So glad to have you here. My name is Crystal, and today I want to give you a sneak peek at what Libsyn is doing under the hood. We are playing with a new system called Libsyn 5, and what this does is it refreshes our dashboard interface, and it might just sneak in some nifty new features along the way as well. What I'm about to show you is an early alpha, what we're calling a preview. So not all features are available yet in what we're going to show today, but we want to give you a look at what we're working on, and we want to give you an opportunity to join our awesome new beta community so that you can help build the next Libsyn. So to get started, I'm actually going to go ahead and log into Libsyn 5. Now that I'm logged in, you can see the new dashboard for Libsyn 5. I'm going to start at the top with stats because who doesn't love stats? So we've updated those stats widget and put it right up front and center. These bar graphs, you can roll over them to see more granular data. You can also flip the chart in order to see a table with the data as well. And you'll be able to export them if you are using our advanced stats plans. You can click View Stats in the lower right-hand corner in order to access the full Show Stats page. Now, what I'm showing you here is what is included with the advanced stats plan. So this would be our $20 plan level and higher. So the geographic stats and the user agents and that stuff, that's all part of our advanced stats. Basic stats will be able to see the total download counts as well. So the top here is very similar to what we see on the dashboard. And if we keep scrolling, we have what I always say is my favorite chart, the downloads by day. Now you can change this so it's daily, weekly, or monthly. But personally, I really like the per day chart. And what's really neat about this chart is you can click on any of these nodes to get information on what was downloaded, how many times on that day. So if you see a really big spike, this can help inform as to why that spike has happened. Scrolling down, you'll notice our episode totals table, and this again is a carryover from Libsyn 4. But one of the things that we've done based on user feedback is we've changed the timeline. So it's showing you how many downloads you received 7 days post-release, 30 days post-release, 90 days post-release, and the total. So eventually, we'd love you to be able to compare your episodes and see which episodes are performing 7 days out from release, 30 days out from release. And oftentimes, advertisers like to see this particular stat as well. We even put it into a bar graph for you. We've made some big updates to our geographic stats layout. So we have our heat map along the left-hand side, and we have a table along the right-hand side that gives you those numbers as well. Of course, you can roll over just as you can now to see what those numbers are. Now, if I click into a specific country, the table on the right will update with the region. If I go into the United States, not only do I get regional data, we also still have the market data. We just click the Markets button. Scrolling down further, we still offer the user agent breakdowns, so you can see exactly what programs were used to access your show. And downloads per destination, so you can see what destinations inside Libsyn were used to access your show. So for example, if you submitted your show to Spotify using Libsyn, then that's a destination, and any downloads associated with that destination will appear here. These are clickable. So if I click on this, it's going to give me even more information about how those downloads occurred on that destination. There are breadcrumbs at the top of every page that allow you to easily go back to where you came from. And in stats, of course, we still offer our unique algorithm and also IAB stats for our advanced stats users. Now, what we all need to do when we log into our dashboard is publish episodes. And we've made that super easy with a new episode button in the upper right-hand corner, and it is on every page all the time, so it's always easy to get to where you need to be to create new content. We've greatly streamlined this form. The tabs are gone. It's just one page. If you want to make this a draft, just toggle the button. And then we can enter our episode title, and a description, and all the other fields you're used to having access to. I'm going to go ahead and upload a new file. And with the file uploaded, you will see a preview player appear in the upper right-hand side. Now, this player is dynamic, so as I make changes, the player will update to reflect those changes. You can hit play to preview. It is a fully functioning player.
Detailed that we.
You can also upload your episode artwork. We've consolidated all of our menu items. The things that you use every single day, like publishing new episodes and looking at stats, are right up front on your main menu, as is a notification with regards to your storage usage, which leads you to your file manager. But for all your show level settings, branding, and destinations, it's all consolidated under settings. From here, you can access things like creating RSS feed destinations such as Spotify and Amazon Music, and social settings such as Facebook or Twitter, and even set up URL prepends and RSS feed redirects. Your podcast settings can be found here. This is where we can update things like our show title and our description, upload artwork, set our category, our author, and other important information regarding our show. This is just a brief preview. There's so much more coming. We're bringing over all the great features you're used to from Libsyn 4 into Libsyn 5, and we are adding some other awesome tools to help you get your show out into the world. In order to help us make that happen and make sure we're building the tools that you need to make your show successful, we invite you to join the Libsyn Beta community. The Libsyn Beta community is a small group of Libsyn podcasters who get early access to previews, betas, and new features. Along with that, you get access to our awesome new Slack channel just for our super users. By joining the community, you get to see what's coming up next, and you get a voice in what we build. We want to make sure the tools we're creating for you are exactly what you need. The beta community is frequented by Libsyn team members from our product team and our support team. They are there to help ensure that the systems are working properly while you play with them, and that we can gather any information you have to provide on how we can make things better so that we can act on them in subsequent releases. Joining the beta community is simple. Right from this page, towards the bottom, you will notice that we have a small short form. Once you fill out this form and send it in, we will get you set up. We are processing applications every other week. You will receive an email as soon as you are accepted into the program. I hope you are as excited as we are about what is coming next at Libsyn.